Hello students, this is Rakesh Bhatia. You are welcome in biology classes. In today's lecture, we will discuss about phylum Annelida of animal kingdom. So let us start phylum Annelida. Annelida is a group commonly referred to as segmented worms, and they are found worldwide from the deepest marine sediments to the soils in our city, parks, and yards. Through most of the 20th century, Annelida was split into three major groups: Polychaeta, Oligochaeta, and Hirudinea. General characteristics of phylum Annelida: they are mostly aquatic, means found in water, maybe marine or freshwater. Some are terrestrial, means found on land, which may be burrowing or tuberculous. Some are sedentary and some are free living. Some are commensal and parasitic. Commensal, what is commensalism? It is a phenomenon or it is the association between two organisms in which one organism is benefited and other organism is neither benefited nor harmed. दो ऑर्गेनिज्म के बीच में एसोसिएशन है जिसमें एक ऑर्गेनिज्म को फायदा होगा लेकिन दूसरे ऑर्गेनिज्म को ना फायदा होगा ना नुकसान होगा. तो दिस टाइप ऑफ एसोसिएशन इज कॉल्ड एज commensalism. And parasitic, some organisms are parasitic, means they are totally dependent upon the host. The body is elongated, triploblastic. Body इनकी elongated होती है. Triploblastic mean they have three germ layers, that is ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Symmetry is bilateral. They are true coelomates and vermiform. Vermiform means worm-like body. The body is metamerically segmented. Metamerically segmented mean segments are repeated regularly, externally by transverse groups and internally by septa into number of divisions. Each division is called a segment, metamer और सोमाइट. हर जो पार्ट होगा, एन्यूल होगा, एक रिंग होगा, उस हर रिंग को हम क्या बोलेंगे? मेटामर और सोमाइट. बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज ऑफ ऑर्गन ग्रेड सिस्टम. यहाँ पर क्या होगा? ऑर्गन लेवल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज सीन. यू कैन सी मेटामरिज्म और मेटामर्स और सेप्टा इन द डायग्राम. Epidermis is of a single layer of columnar epithelial cells covered by thin cuticle not made up of chitin. Columnar cells means the cells which are longer than wider. The body wall is contractile or dermomuscular, consisting of outer muscle fiber circular and inner muscle fiber longitudinal. Body wall जो है contractile है और इसके जो आउटर मसल फाइबर्स होंगे वो सर्कुलर होंगे और इनर मसल जो होंगे दैट विल बी लॉन्गिट्यूडनल. Appendages are jointed when present. So what are appendages? Appendages are the structure that protrudes from each segment, also called as parapodia. Appendages को हम parapodia बोल सकते हैं और appendages are the paired structures which protrudes from each segment. Locomotory organs are segmentally repeated. Chitinous bristles called seta embedded in the skin. It may be bored by lateral fleshy appendages or parapodia. So appendages are also called as parapodia. The presence of true zygosylous coelom, usually divided into compartments by transverse septa. True zygosylous coelom is present. What is this zygosylous coelom? It is a coelom or cavity developed by splitting of mesodermal embryonic tissue. Mesodermal embryonic tissue की splitting से जो coelom develop होगी that is called as zygosylous coelom. Coelomic fluid with cells or corpuscles is present. The alimentary canal is straight, tube-like, complete, extending from mouth to anus. एलिमेंट्री कनाल कैसी है? इसकी स्ट्रेट है, ट्यूब लाइक है कंप्लीट है, एक्सटेंडिंग फ्रॉम माउथ टू एनस. Digestion is entirely extracellular. Digestion entirely takes place outside the body. So alimentary canal is a tube within tube. Respiration occurs through moist skin or gills of parapodia and head. The blood vascular system is closed type. यहाँ blood vascular system कैसा होगा? Closed type होगा. Means blood जो है वो आर्टरीज और बीन्स के बीच में ही ट्रैवल करेगा, पास करेगा. ब्लड इज रेड ड्यू टू द प्रेजेंस ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन और एरिथ्रोमाइसिन डिजॉल्व्ड इन प्लाज्मा. तो ब्लड में क्या होगा? एरिथ्रोमाइसिन डिजॉल्व होगा, जिसकी वजह से ब्लड इज रेड इन कलर. एक्सक्रीशन इज बाय मेटामेरिकली डिस्पोज्ड कॉइल्ड ट्यूब्स कॉल्ड नेफ्रिडिया विच कम्युनिकेट टू सीलोम टू द एक्सटीरियर. तो एक्सक्रीशन जो है वो किससे होगा? कॉइल्ड ट्यूब से होगा, जिसको हम नेफ्रिडिया बोलेंगे. और हर एक मेटामर में एक नेफ्रिडिया विल बी प्रेजेंट, जो कि कम्युनिकेट करेगा सिलोम को एक्सटीरियर के साथ. मीन एक्सक्रीशन में हेल्प करेगा. द नर्वस सिस्टम कंसिस्ट ऑफ पेयर ऑफ सेरिब्रल गैंग्लिया, ब्रेन एंड डबल वेंट्रल नर्व कॉर्ड हैविंग सेगमेंटली अरेंज्ड गैंग्लिया एंड लेटरल नर्व्स इन ईच सेगमेंट. तो यहाँ नर्व कॉर्ड भी होगी, नर्व रिंग बोलेंगे, गैंग्लिया होगा, ब्रेन भी होगा इसमें. मीन्स नर्वस सिस्टम इज प्रेजेंट. रिसेप्टर ऑर्गेन्स इंक्लूड tactile organs, taste buds, statocysts, photoreceptor cells, and sometimes eyes with lenses in some cases. They are monoecious, that is hermaphrodite. अर्थवर्म जो है वो कैसा होता है? मोनोशियस है, हर्मेफ्रोडाइट है, क्योंकि अर्थवर्म में मेल एंड फीमेल ऑर्गेन जो है वो एक ही ऑर्गेनिज्म के बीच में प्रेजेंट होंगे. Testes and ovaries are present in the same individual, so earthworm is monoecious. Two pairs of testes are present in 10th and 11th segment. तो testis जो है वो earthworm में कौन से segment में होगा? 10th and 11th segments में. And ovaries are present in the 13th segment. तो यहाँ बात नोट करने वाली है कि earthworm जो है that is bisexual. एक ही ऑर्गेनिज्म के बीच में मेल एंड फीमेल गोनेड्स प्रेजेंट होगा. Testis is present in the 10th and 11th segment, whereas ovaries are present in the 13th segment. Dioecious or unisexual forms are also present in phylum Annelida. The development is direct in monoecious form, but indirect in dioecious form. Larva, when present, is a trochophore, is characteristic in case of indirect development, while in other this stage is passed through development. Regeneration is very common in phylum Annelida. Asexual reproduction also occurs in some cases. Now we have classification of Annelida. Annelida is divided into Polychaeta, Oligochaeta, Hirudinea and Archaeannelida. So there are 4 classes of Annelida. Now we will discuss about Polychaeta. The body is elongated and divided into segments, as we discussed earlier. ये body जो है वो elongated है, divided into segments. They are found in marine environment. Polychaeta के organism marine environment में पाए जाएंगे. These are true coelomates, bilateral symmetrical organisms. True coelomates हैं, इनकी symmetry कैसी होगी? Bilateral symmetry will be there. They excrete through metanephridia and protonephridia. Organ of excretion are metanephridia and protonephridia. Fertilization is external. They have well-developed nervous system. Circulatory system is closed type. They are hermaphrodites. They possess fin-like appendages called parapodia. Organisms belonging to this group lack clatellum and are dioecious. For example, Nereus and Silices. Here we use the term celatellum. So what is this celatellum? It is a thickened glandular non-segmented section near the head in case of earthworm and leeches, in which eggs are stored. It is in between 14th to 17th segment. तो ये ग्लैंडुलर नॉन सेगमेंटेड सेक्शन है, हेड के पास अर्थवर्म में यू कैन सी, और ये जो है वो 14 टू 17 सेगमेंट के बीच में प्रेजेंट होता है। नेक्स्ट वी हैव ओलिगोकीटा। ओलिगोस मीन फ्यू एंड कीटा मीन हेयर्स, मोस्टली टेरेस्ट्रियल and few are freshwater. Body is metamerically segmented. Celatellum is present here. What is celatellum? Again, glandular non-segmented section near the head which store eggs. These are hermaphrodite, but cross fertilization takes place. Fertilization is external. Here cocoon formation takes place. Example, that is Phaetima posthuma, which is earthworm. Lumbricus, Satellaria, tubiflex. Third class is Hirudinea. It is primarily freshwater annelid, but some are marine, terrestrial and parasitic. The body has definite number of segments. The tentacles, parapodia and seta are totally absent. They are hermaphrodite. Fertilization is internal. For example, Hirudinaria. That is also called as leech. Last we have Archaeannelida. They are strictly marine. The body is long and worm-like. The seta and parapodia are normally absent. They may be unisexual or hermaphrodite. The development is indirect by forming trochophore larvae. For example, Protodrillus, Dinophilus and Protodillus. Now we have a very common question. How earthworms are helpful to the farmers? To farmer, earthworms are most helpful and friendly creatures. They are burrowing creature and play important role in improving the soil texture and enriching the soil. Earthworms plow the soil by eating their way through soil. They digest the soil along with the dead leaves and other organic materials. So by doing this, they increases the fertility of the soil. So they are very helpful to the farmers. So I am sure you might have understood all the characteristic features of phylum Annelida. Thank you all and have a nice day.